February 12th, La Scala Opera House live streams its new production of perhaps the most popular Wagnerian opera, at least in Italy, Die Walküre, with the Ride of the Valkyries. That's right. That'll be on Wednesday at 5:45 in the evening, European time, which means it'll be early in the U.S., 11:45 a.m. on the East Coast, 8:45 a.m. on the West Coast. But this is La Scala Opera House doing Die Walküre. So if you're an opera lover, I don't see how you would want to miss this. I mean, this is something that you want to catch. So let me tell you more about the production. And a lot of what I'm going to tell you is, don't take it from me. Take it from Backtrack magazine, which has experts who are musicologically far above me. This new production is led by stage director David McVicker, who did the first installment of the Nibelungen earlier in 2024, and he's back to do this next step in the Ring cycle. Now, David McVicker has been directing opera for a good number of years, and he's directed at all of the top opera houses, whether it's the New York Met, the Scottish Opera, the Royal Opera House, you name it. And he's directed everything. But when I tried to find out if he had directed any Wagner, I couldn't find any. So if any of you know of McVicker having done a lot of Wagner beforehand elsewhere, let me know. We're on 5 or 6 different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, X, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads, and we review comments on all of them when they come in. So any of you opera lovers who know better than I am, who say, "Oh yeah, McVickers did such and such at the New York Met in 2015, feel free to pile on and let me know what I don't know. Anyway, he has mounted a very traditional Die Walküre. He's not playing a lot of modernistic games with it. I just want to read to you some of the commentary from Backtrack magazine, which is so glowing. Okay. Here is what they say. Director Sir David McVicker, yes, sir, who set the tone for this Ring cycle with a traditional, non-controversial Rheingold. I think that was at the Beirut Opera Festival last summer. Envisions Walküre even more faithfully to Wagner's libretto. This is not to say the production is unsuccessful. His staging is visually striking, the character direction precise and deeply felt, the storytelling engaging, etc., etc. Okay. Now, the conductor is Simone Young. And Simone Young, I believe, is the one who conducted the Rheingold opera at the Beirut Festival this past August. I'm pretty sure. About her, it says, Simone Young conducted La Scala's orchestra in a performance brimming with emotion and tension. She maintained a brisk pace, allowing lengthy passages to flow naturally while highlighting their recitativo quality. Her interpretation focused more on the character's anguish and human suffering rather than Teutonic grandeur. The orchestral sound was supple and rich, etc., etc. So, now, Simone Young is a Wagner Strauss specialist. She's currently now the chief conductor at the Sydney Symphony Orchestra since 2022, she came from Australia, but she conducts all over in Europe as a guest conductor and was permanently employed here for years in Europe. Now, about the cast, Backtrack says the cast is stellar. CamillaNylund, or Nylund, one of today's most celebrated Brunhildes. Let me stop and show you a picture of the cast. I do, and I can't talk about all the cast, or I'll be talking about this for a half an hour. Here's the cast, so you can see if there are people there that you know and love, if you're a real opera follower. It says that she, look, if you don't know the story of it, and forgive me for you opera lovers if I take a moment to explain it, because we have people following us who are not necessarily opera experts. All right, there's a god. His name was Wotan, and he had twins with a mortal woman as the mother, Sigmund and Sieghilda. Okay, now what happens is that they are separated at birth, and when they first meet each other as adults, they fall in love with each other. Sieglinde is already married to Hunding, who then becomes the bad guy, all right? He's the bad guy. Now, Sigmund takes Sieglinde away, but this is kind of like the Trojan War story. This starts a war. So Sigmund has to go to war with the husband, Hunding, played by Günther Groissböck, and Sigmund is played by Klaus Florian Vogt. Now, Wotan wants Sigmund to win, and he wants his twins to be together. So he sends Brunhilde, who we're talking about here is Camilla, played by CamillaNylund, to help Sigmund win against Hunding. The problem is that Wotan's wife, Fricka, played by Oka von der Damerau in this production, she's against doing that. She's against this incestuous stuff. She's the goddess patron of marriage. And so there's conflict there. So then Wotan has to change his mind and tell Brunhilde, don't help Sigmund. And Brunhilde doesn't listen. So it doesn't end well for Brunhilde. I don't want to tell you more because then you'll have no suspense when you watch the opera. So anyway, now back to backtrack. They say that in the role of Brunhilde, CamillaNylund she's just terrific. She skillfully conveyed Brunhilde's youthful exuberance, the thrill of falling in love with love, so characteristic of a teenager. Her relationship with her father, Wotan, played by Michael Volle, was explored with remarkable nuance by both singers, etc., etc. And Volle is a very seasoned Wotan. This is not his first time around the corner in this role either. So what can I say to you? This looks to be like it's going to be a great production for opera lovers and for Wagner lovers. I commend it to you Wednesday, 5:45 p.m. European time. Go for it. If you're watching this on Facebook, click on the like the video button and we'll send you an invite to follow us. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to us by clicking on the button underneath the video or in the lower right-hand corner at the video at the end. And please like us, not just the video, if you're watching on X, TikTok, Instagram, or Threads. And in return, we promise we are going to get you live links to more than 1,000 live performances online in 2025. Most of them free of charge. Ciao for now.